Hi, this is Abhinav Singh Gatal. I'm an intern with the Sparks Foundation. This screen record is regarding the task 6 that was given to us under the data science and business analytics part. And this is regarding the coronavirus pandemic. I've chosen India to analyze. So, first of all, I just looked at the data, and this is the first thing I've tried to do. I have just chosen the timeline and the new cases that came right from the beginning. That was in March, February, and March when the first case came. So this is what I've done. The first slide is regarding the maximum number of new cases for a single day that came. So for every month, the maximum number is shown. The day with the maximum number of new cases that came. So in starting it was 0 in January and February, as we can see. So as we went through March, April, May, June, July, August, and then September, I've taken the last thing. As we can see, in March, the new number of cases maximum that came in a day was 180. That was the maximum. Then in April, it increased from 180 to 1990. That is the one day cases, maximum number of new cases that came in that month alone. Then it increased drastically to almost, you can see here, 10 times in June. So in 2 months it gone up to 10 times, and after that like 3-4 times in 1 month, and then again twice in the next month. So till September, the maximum number of new cases that came was around 1 lakh. Okay, so in July it was 55,000. So it increased like exponentially. It increased drastically. So this is what happened. And the next slide is regarding the maximum number of deaths that occurred in a particular day. So the maximum number of deaths. So when we started from February, there were no deaths because there were no cases also. So as we came into March, so the new deaths that happened was 6 in a day. That was the maximum number of deaths that happened. So as the time passed by, as we went towards May, so in May we can see that maximum number of deaths occurred were 265 in a day. So from May to June, it's again a very drastic increase. It's increasing like anything. It's like a straight line, almost 70 degrees straight line. It's there, 75 degrees, 80 degrees. So then it came up to 2003. So 2000 deaths were happening in June, maximum number in a day. So even today also, even the last September month also, almost 1200 deaths maximum happened. So around average of more than 1,000 deaths are happening every month. So this is also month wise. So the third number I've observed is that the total number of cases with the maximum number of deaths that happened. So this is again month wise, and the total number of cases, as we can see in March, were around 1,251, 1251, and the total deaths that happened in March was 32. And when it increased to June, just 2 months apart, just April, May, June, just the third month, we can see the total number of cases reached up to 5,66,000, and the maximum death, the total number of deaths that happened was 16,000 up till then. Around 17,000 deaths happened in June. So as the last month, when it passed, around more than 6 lakhs total number of cases have happened, new cases, and the total deaths that have happened is almost reached 1 lakh. So this is a very, again, it has increased exponentially. So let us see what was the main reason of these deaths. So we can see that from the given data, there are certain reasons of the death. Like there is a data with people of age who are aged 65 years and older than people who have aged 70 and older. And there are certain data with cardiovascular death rate, then diabetes, extreme poverty, female smoker, male smokers. So these are some of the main reasons that have come up for the major death or the casualties related to coronavirus. This thing. So first we can see that people who are age 65 and older, almost 1700 people have died who are age 65 and older. So older people are dying. This is what we can inference from this data. From 70 and older, 963. Some people who are age 65 to 70, or maybe you can just inference from these two things that people who are age 65 and older, they are dying from it. Okay, whether they have diseases already or not is not the case here. Whether they have diseases or not, they are still dying, even if they have no disease. Still, age above 65 are dying. Then, the largest number of cases that people have died is due to cardiovascular diseases. So, around 80,000 people have died due to cardiovascular disease. This is a huge, huge amount. So, we can say that it the coronavirus actually impacts your cardiovascular health. So people who are already suffering from those diseases are at very high risk of this virus and very high risk of dying from this virus. So as you can see, diabetes prevalence also is there, like 3000 deaths are there. Extreme poverty, if at certain places extreme poverty is there, still people are dying. Around 6,000 people have died. Then female smokers have died, and male smokers are much more than that. So these are the possible reasons, main reasons due to which people are dying due to coronavirus. So what suggestions that I can give, what I have seen through the data is, see, the death rate is around 1.6%, because here we can see that around around 60 lakh people, for every 60 lakh people 1 lakh people are dying. Okay, so this is like one person in every 60 people is are dying. One person in every 60 people is dying of coronavirus. So this is like almost 1.6% out of 100, almost one or two people are dying. So this is not a very a rate to be alarmed at, but still 1.6% death rate is something due to a virus. So it's like a flu kind of a virus which gives you certain symptoms, and it affects your certain systems of your body. Like we saw here that it affects your cardiovascular system. It affects people who have diabetes, and people who are smokers. It affects those people, and mainly those people who are 65 and older. So senior citizens, it's affecting mostly. So it's all, we can see that it's a game of immunity. That's it. So if you have a higher immunity, even if you have some disease, but if you have higher immunity, there are much higher chances of you surviving this virus. So it's actually affecting people who are having diseases. Already they are having diseases. If they are having cardiovascular diseases, if they are having diabetes, if they are having cancers maybe, or they are smoking uh, throughout the day. So those people are at higher risks, and obviously older people are at higher risks. So according to me, the lockdown is not the solution for this problem. The main solution is that we have to live with this virus, because the death rate is only 1.6%. So let's not be panic. So I'll only say that don't panic because of this virus. You just have to take care of people who are older, who have already have diseases, and you just have to make sure that there is least contact with those people from the outside world, and their immunity is taken care of through certain Ayurvedic things or certain natural things. So their immunity should be taken care of. The only thing is immunity. So you have to take care of even people or young people having no diseases. They have to take care of their immunity. So your immunity should be high, whether you are a diseased people, you are someone with a disease, or you are older enough, but still you can survive this virus due to only if you have higher immunity in yourself. So no need to panic. That rate is very less, but still it's there. We have to take some measures uh, about it, and this is how we can, this is, we have to just live with it, just like any other disease. We get so many viral infections. We get, some people even die of viral infections. It's just like that. So we have to treat it normally, and on the same on and simultaneously we have to uh, keep in mind that the immunity is the whole game. You have to increase immunity, mainly of the older people, of the people who already have diseases, and as a global possibility also. Yeah. Thank you so much.